Hello everyone. Today we will learn about the operator overloading in C++. Okay. In this class we will learn about the what is overloading and what are different types of overloading and what is the operator overloading. Here we will learn about the operator overloading in detail and example related to the operator overloading, and the operators which cannot be overloaded can also be learned. First we have to know about the what is the overloading. Okay, as its name suggests, overloading means a name having two or more distinct meanings, and which it occurs when the same operator or the function name is used with different signatures. That means when we define the different syntaxes, different functionalities for the operator, when we define the function with different functionalities with the same name, then it can be occurred. And in the C++ we can overload methods, constructors and properties. Okay, these can be overloaded. In the C++, the both operators and functions can be overloaded. So what is the meaning of overloaded function? A function having more than one distinct meanings. A function can have distinct meanings. More than one distinct meanings is called the overloaded function. And overloaded operator is when two or more distinct meanings are defined for an operator. If we define more than one different meanings for the operators, then that is called the overloaded operator. Okay, in the C++ we have two types of overloadings: function overloading and operator overloading. Okay, function overloading and operator overloading. What is the operator overloading? This is the one of the best feature of the C++. C++ have many features. From them, operator overloading is the best feature. By overloading the operators, we can give additional meaning to the existing operators. For example, we can give different meanings to the plus, minus, star, slash, equal to, next, comma, equal to, etc. These all can be given different meanings. And this is the essential concept in the C++. And it is one type of polymorphism. Polymorphism is the one of the object-oriented concept which can be implemented by using the overloading. Either that may be the function overloading or the operator overloading. Okay, it is the one type of polymorphism which an operator is overloaded to give it the user-defined meaning. That means we are giving user is defining the new meaning to the existing operators. And this operator overloading is the compile time polymorphism. As we know that we have the two types of polymorphisms: static polymorphism and compile time polymorphism. And operator overloading is the compile time polymorphism, in which the operator is overloaded to provide the special meaning to the user defined data type. Okay, and this is used to overload or redefine the most of the operators available in the C++. We can overload many of the operators available in the C++, but some of the operators cannot be overloaded. Okay, next we will learn what are the operators which cannot be overloaded. This overloading can be used to perform the operations on the user defined data types. The advantage of this operator overloading is to perform different operations on the same operand. We can assign different operations for the same operand. Okay, first, what is the operator? What is the operator? Operator is the symbol which tells the compiler to perform specific mathematical or logical calculations or some other special operations. Okay, which is the symbol. Operator means which is the symbol which tells the compiler to perform mathematical or logical calculations, or some special operations like the member access operators, new operator, size of operator, scope resolution operators. These all are the operators which can have different special meanings. Special scope resolution operator is used to define the functions outside the class. Okay, dot operator is the member access operator. To access the members of the class, we can use the member access operator. Like that, some of the special operations can also be performed to use these operators. Okay, the operations which can be performed on the operands are, we have different operations which can be performed are arithmetic operations. Arithmetic operations means addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, modulus division. Okay, this is the integer division, also known as the remainder division, which gives the remainder. When we are dividing the two operands, it gives the remainder. Okay, it gives the integer and decimal places. Logical operations, which has the and or, which are used to combine one or more operations or expressions. Relational operations, which is used to relate, means what is the relation between two operations, that can be performed by using these operations. For example, equal to, not equal to, less than, greater than or equal to, less than or equal to, some. And pointer operators, that is the ampersand and the asterisk star. This star symbol is used to define the pointer variables, and ampersand is to assign the address of operator, which is used to assign the address. And the different memory management operators, new and delete. New is used to allocate the memory to the object, and delete is used to deallocate the memory which is allocated to the objects. Okay, these are the different operations which can be performed on different operands. Okay, when we are performing the operator overloading, we have to follow the some of the rules. Okay, the rules for operator overloading is, only the existing operators can be overloaded. That means already existing operators, for example, arithmetic, relational, logical, pointer, these all operators are already existed. Only for them we can overload. No new operators cannot be overloaded. We cannot overload the new operators. Already existing operators can only be overloaded. When we are overloading, the operators contains at least one operand of the user defined type. When we are overloading, one operand must be the user defined data type. And also we cannot use friend function to overload the certain operators. Generally, we know that friend function is used to access the private members. But friend function cannot be used to overload the operators. Now, member functions can be used to overload these operators, but friend function cannot be used to overload the operators. The assignment, the subscript, the function call, and member selection operators must be defined as member functions. Okay, these operators can be defined as the member functions, and some operators like assignment, address operator, comma operator are by default overloaded. But means assignment is, for example, we are assigning a is equal to 5, a is equal to b, that means 5 is assigned to a is equal to b means b is the value which is in the b can be assigned to a is equal to a plus 10, the value what is in the a that can be incremented by 10 and assigned to the a. Like that we are overload. Okay, these can be defaultly overloaded. Okay, address operator, comma operator, these all are defaultly overloaded operators. Okay, syntax to overload the operator is, to overload an operator, we use the special operator function. Operator function is used to define the overloading of the operator. And we define the function inside the class or the structure whose objects are variables we want to overload a operator to work with. Within the class of the public section only, we can overload the operators. Operator overloading can be performed only within the class or the structure, and that must be in the public section only. Okay, this is the syntax: class, class name, and class name. In the public section we are defining the operator overloading. The syntax for operator overloading is return type, just like the normal function, but here we are using the keyword, that is the operator, and symbol is the symbol, the operator which is which we want to overload, and the arguments. Okay, here return type is the return type of the function, and operator is the keyword, and symbol is the operator we want to overload, and argument is the argument which is passed to the function. Okay, in the C++ we have the two types of operator overloading functions, that is the unary operator overloading function and binary operator Normally we have the two types of operators, unary operators and binary operators. So we can overload the unary operator overloading function and binary operator overloading function. Okay, and we can also overload all the operators such as the plus, addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, greater than, less than, all, which can be overloaded. Means we can define the new functionalities for the operators, but some operators cannot be overloaded. For example, dot operator, scope resolution operator, conditional operator, pointer operator, which cannot be overloaded. Okay, unary operator overloading. Unary operator means the operator which operates on single operand is called the unary operator. Okay, some of the unary operators that can be overloaded by unary operator overloading function are plus plus, minus minus, and minus. Okay, these three functions can be overloaded. Okay, the syntax for this is return data type, operator, and symbol, and it does not take any arguments when we are overloading the unary operator and body of the function. Okay, here the function defined by the using the keyword operator along with the symbol for new functionalities which should be defined. The return type will specify what type of value it is returning. Empty parenthesis means it does not need any arguments when we are calling this function. Okay, for example, this is the program using the unary operator function. Okay, here I am giving the class name as the OP hello. It has the two members, that is the integers x and y. In the public section I am initializing the x and y with by using the default argument default constructor. X is assigned with 10, initialized with 10, y is initialized with 50. So what is the meaning of that? X is the starting value is 10 and y starts with the 50, and display method which is used to display x and y values. And here we are using return type is the void. When we are calling this function, it does not return any value. Void operator plus plus. Plus plus is the unary plus plus. Okay, unary plus, and operator is the overloading the operator function. Okay, here I am defining when we are calling this function, x value is incremented by 10 and y value is incremented by 50. What its previous values? Its values increment by 10 in the x and the value incremented by 50 in the y value. And another operator, that is the minus minus, when we are calling this function, x value, existing value is decremented by 5, and y value, what is the previous value? It is decrement by 25. Okay, this is the functionality of this. And with minus, we are negating the pre-existing xy values. So here what we are defining the functionalities for the actually plus plus is used to increment. Plus plus means increment by 1. Okay, that is the existing meaning. But here we are assigning the new meaning. What is the x value? It is increment by 10. And what is the y value? It is increment by 50. It is the new meaning. This is called the overloading the operator, that is the plus plus. Just like the minus minus also overloading. It is decrements by 1, but here what is the x value? That is decrement by minus 5, decrements 5, and what is the y value? That decrements the 25. Okay, like that we are defining the new values to the existing values. Here I am creating the object P for the class OP hello. Okay, this is like creating the screen. Okay, previous data to be cleared, and P dot display, which displays the xy values as the 10 and the 50 are the values which are existed. These are the starting values. Plus plus P, it invokes this function. No need to pass any arguments. Plus plus P. So no right side any values. P dot display. What is the plus plus P? So x value is 10. So 10 plus 10, x becomes 20. Y value plus 50. Y value existing 50 plus 50, 100. Y value becomes 50. When we call the display method, it displays x is equal to 20 and y is equal to, what is that? 100. And minus minus P. Minus minus P means what is the x value? 10. 20, that is decreased by 5. Decreased by 5 means 20 minus 5, 15. When we call the display method, x value displayed 15 and y value is decreased 25. 100 minus 25, 75. When it is displayed, it displays these values. Minus P. Minus P means already existing values negates. X is equal to minus 15 and y is equal to minus 75. Like this, these here we are overloading these functions. Okay, this is the using the what is that? Unary operator. Overloading the unary operator functions. Next is the binary operator overloading. Binary operators means when the operations performed on the binary two operands, then that is called the binary operators. And these binary operators are used to overload the arithmetic, relational and logical operators. Okay, we can overload the arithmetical, relational and logical operators. These three are the binary operators. The syntax is same, but difference is it takes one argument. Okay, only one argument is needed as the argument. Return data type, operator, this is the keyword, and symbol which we want to overload. That is the any binary operator, and functionality or body of the function. We have to pass the one argument. Okay, for example, this is the binary operator overloading. Here we have to, when we are overloading, we have to pass the one argument. Okay, here I am creating the class with OP binary, which has the only one member, that is the x. For x, we are using the read method to read the value, that is the cin, by using the keyboard and displaying this method. Okay, here I am creating the three objects P1, P2, P3 for this object. P1 dot read. For P1, one value is readed, P1 value is displayed. For P2, some value is read and P2 is displayed. And here P1 plus P2 plus is the binary, it invokes. What is the this overloading binary operator? It returns the object, same type of object, and operator is the keyword, and symbol which we are overloading plus. And we are passing the same type of object, that is the class type, that is the P. And what is the pass? Here we are creating the one temporary object to store this returned value. Okay, temp dot return argument is stored Okay, and that is to be added to the x and stored into the temp dot x is equal to x, already x value, plus p dot x, what is the positive argument, that is the its x value is added to this, and return this temp to the calling function. Okay, that is to be which returns same type variable. So p3 also be to be defined as the same type of object. Okay, same type of variable. Here these are the class variables, so we call these as the object. So p1 plus p2. In the unary, no need to specify the right side. Only one operand is passed. No arguments are passed. Here we are plus with p2 is passing as the argument. Already existing p1 value to be added to the p2 value and displayed. Okay, this is the binary operator overloading. Example for this. This is the another example using the strings. This is the unary operator overloading. Okay, here I am defining the class name as the add string. Here I am defining the two character arrays s1 and s2 with the size 25. Okay, and add string, which is the parameterized constructor when we are creating the object, when we are passed the two, what is that, two strings, that is to be copied to the str s1 and s2. So what are the values to be passed for str1 str2, those to be assigned to the s1 and s2. Okay, and here I am concatenating by using the plus operator. We are concatenating, means adding two strings means concatenating. So I am here, its return type is void and symbol is plus. When we are calling this function, this concatenates. Here I am using string concatenation operator. Here for copying string value to the s1, we are using string copy function. s1 and s2 values are concatenated and displayed. Okay, this is the unary operator overlay. Here I am creating two character arrays str1 str2 with values Prathibha to the str1 and virtual classes to the str2. And add string object creating a1. When I am creating the object, I have to pass the two strings. The what we are created str1 str2, those are passed as the arguments. So in the s1 we have the value Prathibha, and in the s2 we are the values virtual classes. Calling the operator function plus a1. This is the unary, so only one argument plus a1. A1 is the object name, plus is added. Okay, next it is concatenated and displayed as the Prathibha virtual classes. Okay, this is the string concatenation. And this is the another example which concatenate two strings using the binary operator overloading. Okay, here I am using the same program. Here is the binary operator overloading. The previous example is the unary operator overloading. This is the add string method. It has the only one member str1 whose size is 100. This is the character array. When we are creating the object, what is the string object we are passed, that is to be assigned to the str. Okay, here we are using the plus operator for concatenating. Okay, here we are passing the s2 object to be passed and which returns the same class object. And here creating s3 and string concatenating s2 to the str. Okay, that is to be copied to the this s3. Okay, and return this s3 string. Here I am creating this character array in the main str1 str2 with Prathibha and virtual classes. Add string a1 str1. str1 value is in the a1 object and str2 value virtual classes is for the a2 object. Okay, for a3 we are using the plus concatenator operator, that is the plus operator. a3 is equal to a1 string 1 okay, plus A2. So virtual classes which is in the A2, that is to be added to the A1 by using this functionality, and that is to be stored in the A3 and return S3 and return to the value as the A3, and which displays A3.str, which displays the same output, that is the Prathibha virtual classes in the previous example. What is that? In the by using the unary operator overloading. This is the using of the binary operator over. Only one of the difference is the when we are using the unary operator, no need to pass the arguments, but in the binary operator overload we need to pass the one argument as the argument. Okay. Okay, in the C++ we have many operators, but not all the operators are overloaded. The operators which cannot be overloaded are pointer to member operator dot asterisk, member access operator or dot operator, or scope resolution operator, object type operator, that is the type ID, object size operator, that is the size of operator, ternary or conditional operator, that is the question mark colon. These have the special meanings which cannot be redefined by using the operator overloading. Actually what we did in the operator overloading, we are redefining the existing meaning, but these have the special meaning. Dot operator, member access operator, is used to access the members by using the object. Pointer to member, okay, to assign the pointer to the members, we use this function. Scope resolution operator, to define the outside of the class, members of the class can be defined by using the scope resolution operator. The functions can be defined outside of the class by using the scope resolution operator. Size of which returns the size of the memory which it is allocated. Okay, like that we cannot use these for the special meaning using the operator overloading. Okay, so these functions cannot be redefined. These operators cannot be overloaded. Okay, in the next class we will learn about the inheritance. Before the inheritance we also learn about the strings as well as the stream classes, etc., etc.